Building the lift hill is always the easiest part of a roller coaster simulation game. You just select chain lift, drag out the track as long as you want it, and push build. However, that's not the case with building Kinect coasters. In fact, most of the actual Kinect sets don't have very good lift hills. And so today I'm going to show you how to build a good lift hill, how to make it run smoothly, and I'm going to show you how to build a few different kinds. Right behind me I have like a basic metal support type that I'm using to recreate the demon. I am also going to show you how to build a wooden style lift hill and a Pnm style lift hill. So while most Kinect coaster lifts that you'll see online are on a 45-degree angle, most real coasters don't have a lift nearly that steep. So if you're building a model of a roller coaster that has a 30-degree lift, where the rise is half the length of the run, and you decide to use a 45-degree angle lift where the rise is the same as the run, then your coaster is going to go from looking like this to looking like this. This kind of spinal track that I showed you in my station tutorial video makes it really easy to say, build a lift hill at a 30-degree angle, which this wooden coaster model is. I use the same type of lift hill for my Little Dipper recreation, and actually with that I use Classic Track. And so another thing with this Spinal Track is that you can easily adapt these lift hills for Micro Track or for Classic Track, as I did with this model. So here I have my Pnm Style lift, which you saw last with Micro Track on Superman and Raging Bull. And again, it was really easy to adapt because of that Spinal Track to a classic style like this. It's basically like a 2D shape right there that I extended out with these red beams, and you're able to change the angle of ascent on here based on how tall you make each of your support pillars, which you can easily clip on right there to the bottom. So this is my Aerostyle lift hill. It is very similar to the wooden coaster, except that I have a red rod right there for the rise, making this about a 35-degree angle. I have the same kind of Spinal Track idea, except that I tripled it up and make it a little bit stronger, especially for this flexi rod section right here. And then to finish off a lift hill, there's not too much to it, just keep it simple, and also make sure that when the car leaves the chain, it's on a downward slope so that this doesn't happen. If your coaster is kind of bouncing up the lift hill, it is probably because your chain isn't flowing very smoothly from the track onto one of your sprockets. So as a rule to fix this, I like to make that angle of the chain between the track and the sprocket as low as possible, and it will flow smoother and it will take some stress off of the motor. You can also see in this video that my coaster car actually gets stuck on the top of the lift because my chain fell off of one of the chain guides. So definitely use the chain guides, but also make sure that you have it on there right. If you're using a really slow motor like this one, or maybe this one, to drive your chain lift, and you want to speed it up, you just add a big gear to the motor and have it turn a small gear, and that will speed up your chain. Otherwise, if you have a really fast motor like this one and you want to slow it down or make it a bit stronger, you can just change the gears around, have a small one drive the big one, and it will slow down your chain speed. So right here I have two different kinds of catwalks that I've used on the B&M lift before. For the sprocket rockets, or like for Raging Bull, I just left them off. It's really up to how many pieces you have or how detailed you want to make it. And for the wooden style lift, I like to put this kind of railing on the side to make it look a bit cleaner. And also, if you want, I added some more diagonals right here. You see I don't have on the other side, that I think makes it look a little more dense and wooden coaster-like. If you still have any questions or you want me to elaborate on something, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you learned something from this video and that you use this kind of Spinal Track in the future.